was it? You know? One car, one vehicle, actually. I got a open their meeting right now. I'll talk to you
I
about
thought we met your wife.
that. Jimmy, will you ask for prayer for us, please?
Let's remember Kenny in our prayer. Yes, sir. Lord, I love you, Lord. I thank you for this day you give us today, Lord. And Lord, I just thank you for these men that lead this county, Lord. And Lord, we have one missing today, Lord, and I lift him up especially for you, Lord. Lord, to ask you to be with him, Lord, heal him, Lord, and bring him back home to us, Lord. Lord, we thank you for all of these men here today, Lord, and the one that can't be here. Lord, we also have sick in the audience with us, Lord. We lift them up to you and ask you for the healing to get their voice back, Lord. Lord, we love you. We thank you for everything you bless us with. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, shoot you again.
Well,
Yeah, you go all too, go sit down on you.
Call the meeting to order. Need a motion to approve the minutes.
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
All in favor? Need a motion to approve the claims.
Make a motion.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, move around, see who's here. David's here. David's not here yet. Jimmy, go ahead. Hear you out right quick.
Thank you, sir. Just need your signature and approval on this. This is my money, my EMPG money I work off of every year. One item is for $2,000. This is supplemental money that the state sends out. I need your signature there, and then every paper will have to be initialed on it. And this is the federal money that I receive every year, $30,934. Signatures, and we'll get the checks. Everything has been mailed, all the highlighted, all of them. I's have been dotted, and the T's have been crossed, and the classes have been attended to. The same way.
Okay.
Also, while he's signing that, one more meeting, we need to have one more safety meeting, 7 o'clock in the morning, be okay with y'all at the two-way shop?
There's a meeting in the RCSD meeting tomorrow in Russell. I don't know what time to do.
Is it tomorrow, Wednesday?
Tomorrow. What time do it begin?
It begins at 9 and they start eating at 11:30.
This safety meeting, the one I need your hands at is a two-way shop. Get it over with, we'll get all the paperwork turned in, everything sent out to ACCA, and we should have another year behind us.
What time did you say?
7 o'clock.
And you'll get up that early?
Cool, we'll travel out to about 7:15.
7:15.
7:15.
All right, 7:15. Y'all permission to call somebody at the county shop. Thank you, gentlemen.
You're welcome, Jimmy. Thank you. Got you down for 9:15, we'll go ahead and start you now, oh, so that's
That'd be
okay.
fine.
Okay.
all right, yeah, that's fine. We have an opportunity to be a part of the electronic poll book pilot program, I guess we call it, in the state of Alabama. The Secretary of State's instituted. And the electronic poll books are exactly what that means. It'll be like an iPad type deal. It'll take the place of when you go to vote, you'll see where you see now big thick piece of paper that they flip through and find your name, and they highlight it off and all that stuff. These things replace that. And so the opportunity we have before us is the November 8th election. We can actually start that pilot program. There's several counties they're involved in that already, and they are, just for whatever y'all's information, Baldwin, Barber, Bullock, Hale, Houston, Jackson, Jefferson, Madison, Mobile, Morgan, and Shelby counties have already got in. There may be several more by now. I got this notice last week. Some of those counties that you notice are very large counties. 3 of them that I called off already are smaller than us. So it really had nothing to do with what size county you are. An electronic poll book costs approximately $340 per book. With this pilot program that we're getting in, Secretary of State's office will pay for 6 of them. They'll pay for 6. And that's what we can use. We can buy more if we want to, but I'm just saying we can use 6 in the November 8th general election. And they'll be paid for by the Secretary of State. Now, the good news is after that, the others that we need, or even if we decide to buy some now, can be paid for out of HAVA money. So it's not going to cost commission anything, or the county anything. Except, there's always a but. Now, and the but is, that if we do this, we got to send some people to train on it. I would ask that you would pay for their expenses to go and train. I don't know where that's going to be, but they've set up training already, but they didn't tell us where it is yet. I requested they train here in Hamilton, and they say they would look at that strongly, and they may do that. So that'd be good, but we're going to have, and my thoughts on it is we would put these books in Hamilton, Winfield, and Gewin, probably, or Hackleburg, or Bear Creek. We don't have enough books to do all of them if we just do 6. So we'd have to spread them around just a little bit. And you take, for instance, Hamilton had 4,900 voters in the last election. Registered voters, that's not how many voted, but registered voters. These books will take care of 1,500 per book. So it'd take like 4 books in Hamilton. And it'd take 2 in Winfield. So there wouldn't be any to go anywhere else if we just get the 6. But that's really all we have to do. Unless you want to buy more, and we can do that and pay for them out of having fun. But what we do have to do is have a resolution from the commission to the Secretary of State's office by the 20th of September in order for us to be able to participate. So again, I ask that we do that because we're on the forefront of something that's coming. I mean, this is not going to be something we can eventually dodge anyway. So we might as well be in the forefront and be progressive with it and start trying to get this done. Now, the good news of that is, for the commission would be someday, it won't be this election, it might not be the next one, but someday, this will reduce election poll workers.
I just want to ask that question.
Yeah, because these things are much easier to use, and like for instance, right now in Hamilton we have 8 tables. You'd probably cut that to 6 tables. I'm just guessing. Could be 5. Winfield's got 5. You'd probably cut it to 3. So you're talking about 2 people at every table. Now, that might not sit well if people like to work elections, but eventually, it'd be okay because they'd understand too. Because that would save the state and the county money in the long run once you get these things operational. But the pilot program won't save anything. So it'll be after we get it fully installed. And it won't save anything to smaller precincts because we just got 4 people. Some of the precincts, by law, you have to have 4 anyway, whether you got a poll book or not. So it won't cut out people at the real small precincts, but it will cut out some in the larger ones. But also it's more efficient, more effective, and less ways to make mistakes with it. Because have y'all ever been when they couldn't find your name? Well, I hadn't either, but I've had a lot of people say that they couldn't find their name. And I've heard stories that they couldn't find it, have to call the board and board registrar and get confirmed. But this supposedly will eliminate that also. So it'll make it more efficient for them over there and at all the polling places. But anyway, that's something I think we need to take a strong look at.
But you said an additional over 6 books be paid for by
Have the money. It's called the Voters Act. money, we've got like $43,000 of that.
Now, one more time, what kind of,
Have HAVA,
yeah, okay.
and that stands, that's.
Well, who is out? I mean, is
Well,
that,
that's got,
so in other words,
right there.
none of the money would come out of,
We've got that much money in the HAVA fund, $43,000, and we've never, I don't think, Brooke, I can answer that better than I can, I don't think we've hardly ever spent a dime of that, have we, Brooke? It's been very low.
The last time that we spent any money of that were the machines, that was back in the early part of 2000.
well, why, if it's all free, why hasn't Everett County already done it?
Well, it's just now starting. Yeah,
I
it's just
know
now.
it,
These haven't been available until this election. And Secretary Merrill came in office, he talked to us about it one conference. We have a conference actually in Tuscaloosa starting this Wednesday. There's gonna be some training for me on that.
but the training for the people will be at our expense.
Yeah, yeah. All that would really be, they don't charge a fee to train. What they'll do is you have to pay mileage or lunch or something like that.
How many will we train?
Well, we need to have, if we put 4 books in Hamilton, I'm gonna assume we'd send 8 people
2 people per book.
from Hamilton. And then if we put 4, I'm gonna say 2 to every book, the reason I said that.
Oh, every book, we take 2 trainees.
That's what I think we need to do, because what if you just train 1, then they can't be there?
So in other words, we train 12 the first 6 books, and then whatever.
That's right. But they all go to the one training, wherever that is. And I'm not sure that we'll limit that to 12 either, Mr. Bob. We might have to go 14. I would attend that training also. Again, just to be ahead of the elections, I think we should. But, and then I may send someone also out of my office to do that. You guys could attend that if you'd like to. Because it's a coming thing.
Well, how many people, like, you got 4 that are voting? You see, you cut back, you know, these small voting places.
Right.
You don't cut back, how many can you cut back to a lot?
You can't on those. That's
Got a lot.
what I'm saying, you got that. But where you've got 16 people, you might cut them back to 10.
Yeah.
I've got one polling place, that's never over 30-something people vote.
That's right.
You've got
And there's
4
still 4
polling.
people there.
Yeah.
But we have to work those 4 people. We don't have an option there at all. And we're not even trying to cut them back on something like that. The main thing out of this is it will reduce poll workers, but that's not the main reason to do this. The main reason to do it is to make it more accurate, simpler, and get people in to vote out of there quicker. And plus, it's, you know, there's just no room for error with one of these things. You'll either be there or you won't, and they won't miss you. And they find your name. If you go to vote, they can find it several different ways. Where the only way they can find it on the list they got now is numeric about your name. So this
So
is.
they look your name up on the book.
Yeah, and they can find you by all the Rogers or all the Knights or your address or several different ways.
I can see where this would be more efficient in larger counties, because I've never had to wait. I mean, Ewing's not our small
No.
polling places,
See,
this wouldn't be a problem.
Ewing has got 1,657 registered voters, so you'd have to have 2 books there. They can only handle 1,500. But right now, Ewing's got 4 tables, so you'd probably go to 2 tables in Ewing once this thing is fully implemented, which would reduce 4 people.
Yeah.
But like Mike says, that that's what, four people, you still have 4.
You gotta have 4.
Because you got 2 people on the table, and then you got the turn officer and the one that watches the machine and counter. So anyway, so I need y'all to think about that and decide on something. And if you do, I can get Brooke, and we gotta have that resolution, Brooke, who can help us with that, to the Secretary of State. That
You said that'd have to be before September
20.
I mean, that's just.
That's next week.
Yeah, we're at the deadline, and I got this thing Friday. So, I mean, I've been knowing about it a long time, but I got this Friday. I didn't know exactly. I've been wondering why they not told us something. So, they don't give us a lot of time to think about it. But, you know, it's really not much to think about anyway, as far as I'm concerned, because it's free.
You say
Hard to beat,
electronic poll book, what form will this be? Like an iPad or something?
Yeah, a laptop, iPad, or something. It'll just be, you know, it'll be old.
Well, only $340 per book, can't be a whole big.
No, that's right. And the book's actually 300, and the software that goes in it's 40, so 340. And they had several companies to bid on these, and I guess the one that got it was the cheapest one at $340. Because I know ES&S elected not to bid on it, because their book was considerably higher, and they had some limitations they didn't want to try to meet on it, so they didn't bid on it. And that's the ones that helps hold the elections all over everywhere. So it's another company called something. I don't know.
We still have to put out a voting list for
Yeah, yeah. That's another thing, it's an entirely different story, but yes, we would, but that's something else that we could work on in the future with our legislators as far as that goes, because something probably ought to be done there.
My thoughts on this, Rocky, just tell me,
Okay.
I can't really see getting this in place before this election.
Well, yeah, but the pilot, well, it won't be in place all over, but yeah, we can do the pilot program, yeah. Because that's what they say, they're gonna train, they'll load it in. What we'll do is, that let's just say we do this, we'll go, but see, the opportunity to get 6 of them free is what's important here, because we'll have to buy them all, including those 6 if we wait. But the other thing is, at this election, what we'll do is that we'll have the books like I'm talking about that we normally use, and these workers will actually do both of them.
Will you keep your books and be able to download them every time an election use the
Yeah.
same books?
Yeah.
So you won't have to buy
No.
any more books?
Right. It'll be like these machines are kind. You'll have a key or something that they'll load the information
More
out.
likely to be.
How that information,
Something like that.
how will that get loaded, that information?
Well, the company that these books come from will do it. We won't have to do that.
So that they could voting
Will
list?
there be a charge?
Yeah.
Will there be a charge for loading, or of course you?
I'm sure there is, but he doesn't state this, so I don't know, but I'm sure there'll be probably. But probably I would guess that within by the 2018 elections, I'm pretty positive that this will be
Do
fully
you have a
implemented.
list of when these training programs are gonna be?
No. All my notes says that training programs haven't been set up and no dates and no locations have been determined, but I asked him to look at Hamilton as being one of them, and he said he would, so that might reduce some of
That
that.
would reduce some of the cost, would it?
Well, it would, I mean, I don't know,
How-
you got people drive together, so you got mileage and pay their lunch or something like that, that's probably gonna be, I mean, it's gonna be minimal cost, so, wherever they gotta go. But, I don't think they're gonna, I'd be surprised if they had to go to Birmingham or somewhere, they're gonna be closer than that, I would say, and I think we got a really good shot of doing it here. So, but, you know, there's no county that I can see on here signed up that's close to us. So, if nobody else signs up, we might just do one here for us, because, I mean, the closest county would be, either Madison County or Jefferson County for us, and I don't think they'd send us all that far to do this. So, but I don't know, I'll let you know as soon as I
Couldn't
can.
be a
I
whole lot
might
of
be
training
that.
involved.
Huh?
That couldn't be not a whole lot of training involved.
No,
If you just type somebody's name in and there it comes.
that's right. And actually, I've seen them in operation, and typing in is like, you might just have to put a K in there, and it pops up the rest of it. And I know y'all seen sometimes where it does take quite a while to find your name, well, this is gonna be quicker, so it'll make the voting process easier, once we get them fully implemented. But it won't this one, because they're gonna be doing both. So it's for this November 8th election. So it'll actually slow things down. So, y'all think about that.
Okay.
Okay, we will.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. David Thornhill, you're next on the agenda.
Well, I had mentioned Brooke last week. I just wanted to visit. Don't have anything specific unless you have some questions, but good to be with you. I started regional work in 1982. I was at NADA, North Alabama Industrial Development Association, at that time prior to cell phones. And my boss at the time said, go out, see and be seen. And so you get in the car and you go to any of those 12 counties and member cooperatives and municipal electric distributors, and you go and see and say, hey, we're here, we're working for you, and want to work with you, so we need to see each other more often. But, it's an interesting time in our 3 counties. Political season always interesting because you have the incumbents and those that want to be in the office. So a lot of talk about what's important. Economic development always at the top of the list, and I agree with them. And we will make the best of what we have to offer to create jobs and investment in the area so that the economy can move forward. We have an announcement today in Fayette for Pfeiffer Wire. Pfeiffer's in Tuscaloosa decided they would move up to, they had 10 years ago, and they're getting ready to expand that facility. And some good things going on in Lamar County, and good things going on in Marion County too. We have 3 active projects right now, companies on the interstate that are looking at sites, and one of those already to the point of sending out lease agreements with the owners so that they can do some due diligence on the site. So I think that things are going to be better. As I mentioned, the political season, as people get into office, whether they have served several terms or one or more, or they're new, they want to do their very best in terms of economic development. So we look forward to working with them. I look forward to continuing to work with you. Of course, the largest job creation project last year was Sitel. That's underway now, over 360 jobs, and then the newest and biggest new company in the 3 counties is Tiffin. It's going to be huge. Tiffin can be very successful, always have been. They know what they're doing, and they're going to have a product that's in real demand with these smaller buses that they're going to be building there. Something really that the federal government is pushing to get away from all of the environmental effects of those large diesel engine buses. They're going to say let's go smaller and cleaner, greener energy. So it'll be the van style that we use a Mercedes chassis and also the Dodge Ram Sport chassis. But plenty of activity, plenty to look forward to. This opening of the interstate back a couple of months ago was finally, of course, moving forward in terms of what we have talked about that we want to happen. Now it's happened, and we see the increased traffic. I think you can tell just if you go out and watch the traffic for a while, it has increased. Only other thing I guess I could mention, we are underway with our strategic plan, and that just allows us to involve a lot of folks in different committees to look at ways that we can take what we have and make it better. If it's a problem, how do we fix it? And our committee is just going to take the remainder of the year to look at other communities that we suggested in different areas that are doing well and say, what do we do to adapt what they're doing here and make it fit here? And so that's underway. We did one 5 years ago. It's just an update of that strategic plan. I do think that we need to look at economic development beyond just industry recruitment. It's anything that makes cash registers ring and people spend their money here. People want to move here. People want to visit here. So we're going to be looking at those things. And the fact that we have not yet the Welcome Center, we do need to look at how we can get the news out and share it about what we have here to visit in this area. So we need to involve, and we will, our chambers. We have volunteer chambers, but each of them that do well and what they do in festivals and other things in their own communities. But let's join together and say, here's what's worth pulling off the interstate and seeing in our areas. So we're going to be busy, and appreciate the opportunity to work with you. Appreciate your support. But have much other questions.
What are you talking about on the interstates? What do you see coming that way?
There's
business-wise?
There's a real variety right now. There's seems like lately that the State Department of Commerce that we work with, and they got a lot bigger budget than us to get out and market the area and travel the world and going soon to U.S. Japan Southeast conferences in Tokyo. So they're out there and talking about the state as a whole, and then when there's some match that they have that we might be a good fit, they're going to call us, and that has been encouraging. We've been getting calls from the Department of Commerce. And, Chris that works with me, or you guys at the Department of Commerce today, and visiting with them. Of course, they were invited to the announcement of that they were part of this new incentive program that they have to now. You go through the process to get the incentives offered on their, it's sort of a cost-benefit analysis that they do. But the phone's ringing, and of course, and we're out. One of these is a project that we had a lead on, and that we are pursuing. We're able to get these folks looking at our interstate by just the fact that we were out beating the bushes ourselves. So we'll do both. We market through advertisements and magazines and through trips that we make. We'll go to the Southern Automotive Conference with a booth and be a sponsor, and that's next month. So we'll continue to move forward in ways that people can see us. We were down at Department of Commerce with our I-22 group, which is Walker County, Winston, and Franklin, in addition to our 3 counties. We were there just a few weeks ago and had a presentation for those folks at lunch. And just to remind them that now, if there was ever an excuse that they had that, well, that interstate's not connected, it is now connected. So we were there to share that message.
What points, the mobile home that would fill out, when will they turn out the first products?
It should be even next month that you'll see at least them doing some of that assembly. Moving really fast. Of course, they're taking.
Chances are there.
Yeah, they're taking 2 buildings. They've got, they got over 200,000 square feet there. It's gonna be a big operation once they get that thing up. Yeah, it could be as early as next month.
How many people you talking about as far as state, that wire deal there? How many people you talking about as far as increase?
It's 42 people.
42.
Yeah, but they're only at 39 now, so doubling up there.
Kind of paid.
Their pay is about $15.50, so they're going to pay pretty well. They have a $1 incentive for folks that you're on time, and some production goals that they have.
What's the pay outside there?
Well, that pay can be, if you get all of your incentive bonuses, they'll say it's 12 or 13, but of course the thing that they were able to do this past expansion was to start at $10 an hour. And they had not done that up until this most recent expansion. But they realized the competition for labor is tougher. This unemployment rate in the county is a good bit less than it has been in years past. And so people are recognizing.
Is Sightale and Winfield and Hamilton different, 2 different people, or?
Winfield's close.
I know.
Yeah, same company.
Why did they choose to go wide open one and shut the other down?
Well, at the time, I think they didn't have maybe enough business. They go out and find these contracted customers each time. This latest one was Frontier Airlines, and they do some different.
Are they about capacity over here?
Not quite, no,
I mean,
because they.
300 additional, would, you know, would it ever,
Yeah,
is
they're,
that building in Winfield still productive, or is it?
and they would have, no, it's in terrible shape. As a matter of fact, the city had just written them a letter to get it cleaned up because somebody had painted graffiti on it, but you got weeds and this issues all of the glass, most of it has had the double pane has been, now the seal is gone, so you've got foggy glass, it just looks terrible. We could ask them, could they donate it to you, to the city, to us, to somebody, for us to get some productive use out of it, and it seemed like what you could.
Give it back to us, we pay for it.
Yeah, and to have that done so that then you get some use from something that they didn't hold up their side, which was to create the jobs, and the jobs have been gone from there for a long time. Of course, the answer was they wouldn't consider it. They cleaned up the paint on the doors. Said my life sucks. Just like, why are you going to paint on the bacon? But yeah, that building's just sitting empty. That was a real shame. I know you invest a lot of money.
Well, Dave, we appreciate you coming by and giving us
All right,
an
sure.
update. Anybody else got any questions for him?
Anytime you can call my cell anytime. I'm close.
We appreciate
All
it.
right.
Thanks.
This is approval of the Coosa Valley RC&D watershed mowing.
LCD? When?
I don't know, I think, yeah, I don't know.
We're the 2 the only ones got, me and you, I guess.
I know they mowed it.
No, this is the contract for the.
This is from-
They did more last year. We paid them.
I didn't pay them last year.
Good.
All we do is furnish the fuel with it.
You furnish the fuel and you furnish a person to go with them. Since
Yeah.
Justin Bailey has resigned his position, and they'll be hiring a new replacement within 7 to 10 days, RC&D will supply the chemicals, the mowing, and maintenance. and our responsibility is to pay $660 in area, $785 if it's an overnight stay, and we're the right person to go with them, and supply the fuel cost.
Do we have to, like I said, make approval to get in touch with them for them to come? Well, I make a motion, I sure don't want no complaints.
That's what we've done every year since
Yeah.
I've been here. Do I have a second?
I'll say
Second, all in favor?
I'm one you guys.
If you be in the creek, I'll take it.
Next on the list, we've got annual approval of the Alabama Department of Youth Services long-term detention subsidy contract. It's with the Tennessee Valley Detention Center. Do we have a motion to approve that?
Let me,
I don't know what that is.
is this the same, are we paying the same as, Bill had, we pay a certain amount every year, or does it fluctuate how many we send, or?
And it varies from year to year, but you have to have a detention center to send the children to. If not, you have no place to put them, you don't have a contract with them, the price is higher.
So what I'm saying is it's always how many people you send, whatever you pay. I mean, since we don't have one, we gotta send them somewhere.
So, you make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
We don't have no choice.
No, we
We
don't.
don't have choice.
Okay. This reappraisal budget, line adjustments, this is not an increase or decrease to the reappraisal budget.
No. It takes money out of one line item and moves it to another line item within their total budget. It's just that there's not any negative or overspending on a line item. It balances it out. The state prefers that we do this every year.
This is another thing we have to do every year, right?
Well, they-
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
uh,
Aye.
good show, good Christmas.
I believe you have.
I got a little bigger than that, Shaw.
Yeah.
Lucky.
Mike, we're a little ahead of schedule.
Y'all waiting on me?
Well, we're not rushing you, we got plenty of bills to sign here.
Y'all ready?
We're ready.
Good morning.
Good lunch.
First order of business, Mr. Austin Gentry has completed his probationary period as an employee for Marion County Engineers Office. He was recommended he be moved up to full-time classified.
Who is Austin?
It's just one that we hired in the solid waste department. It was hired.
How long have you been on probation?
He's been working out his probationary period, that's correct.
I make
That's
a-
typically the way we do it, they're on probation typically for 6 months, and then we move them full-time classified.
Okay, Bob made a motion, do we have a second?
I'll say it. That's what you want. How many you got? How many more you gonna need?
We're good.
All in favor?
Yeah.
Aye.
Okay, next order of business is, y'all remember sometime back we had a public hearing on the railroad crossing that came up 79 in Phillips High School, and after we had the meeting and the discussions, we felt that y'all decided to leave that crossing open. But we also would like to recommend that we restrict the use of the 79 at that crossing. Our attorney has prepared a resolution stating that.
I can read the whole thing, or I can just read the part where it deals with the restriction of certain type of
I
vehicles.
think that'd be all we need.
Just highlight it for us, yeah.
Okay, now therefore be resolved by the County Commission of Marion County, Alabama, that pursuant to Code of Alabama, Section 32:1-3, the County Commission of Marion County, Alabama hereby prohibits the operation of all trucks with more than 2 axles and/or a gross weight of 32,000 pounds. This also includes motor vehicles pulling the trailer at any point along County Highway 79 that lies west of School Avenue and east of Alabama Highway 13. So that would restrict those vehicles at that location. And actually, it's DOT or Railroad Crossing number 727-034F.
So all
Good
trucks
job,
that
Doc.
go across two go down.
All trucks greater than 2 axles and gross weight of 32,000 pounds, which is a good thing because of the distance and the geometry of that railroad crossing can create a hazard not only for trucks, but for trailers. If you stop at 13, the trailer could actually still be sitting up on the track.
Right.
There's only been one accident there since they had a last accident in '78, but the track master had told us there's been several near misses, so it's,
Would a boat be considered a trailer?
well,
A boat?
I think so, yes.
So in other words, they'll be,
And they don't need crossing. That's not a good
they'll
vehicle
be
for crossing.
prohibited crossing it also.
That's
We'll
right.
be in charge of the signs and stuff for the railroad crossing.
Yeah, we'll put up the signs warning the public or restricting the use of the highway. And I talked to the Department of Transportation, and they said if we furnish them their signs, they'd put them up on Alabama 13.
So they would put them up
Yes.
first.
Yes.
Well, who's in charge of policing this? The town and the state?
Yeah, the public safety, I guess. Anybody, the troopers, the city police, I guess. I don't know if they both have jurisdiction.
We direct our sheriff also,
Yeah.
the deputies to be on alert for that as well. And the resolution, the city is looking at doing something themselves.
So there'll be actually citations if caught.
That's correct. That ordinance allows for fines, I believe, of up to $500.
Will that be stated on those signs, the signage?
We don't typically
Don't
put
do
it,
that.
I don't know, is the sign, I wouldn't, is it standard amount or is it subject?
I think it's just up to $500.
Yeah.
I think the judge can send it or whatever.
I mean, we've looked at, there's a lot of signs coming down through there, we want to be careful about cluttering up the highway because you got school zone markings coming into that intersection too, so, we're gonna have to try to space them out to where there's too much information sometimes.
Right.
Haven't got time to stop and read them all.
How long would that get those signs, you think, put up and everything?
Yeah, 911's done a good job helping us get them made. There may be, there's a hump railroad crossing sign that it may be a picture instead of words, and we may have to look at how we're gonna get that one done, but other than that, the rest of them shouldn't be a big problem.
So will this be a state law or county law or city law?
It'll be
A law, period.
It applies statewide, I mean, for this
I
crossing.
know, but who,
I guess it's I don't know, Scott, county law, I mean, the county enacted under
It's
the
county.
authorities to restrict.
county
use of
street,
the highway.
it's county road.
It's
Yeah.
sort of like those no truck signs. They line up to go across the
Do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion. I'll make that motion with you.
Second. Do I have a second? All in favor? Aye.
Okay, next, y'all know we've been working on a resurfacing project at County Road 29. They're going north out of Hamilton off 43 north. And we ran into some problems. We've had some utilities, particularly the city of Hamilton's got 2 water lines that are under the existing pavement. And Northwest Alabama Gas has a utility under the existing pavement. We don't feel that we need to make that highway improvement until such time those utilities are relocated out from under the pavement. Because if we don't, what's gonna happen, if they have a repair, they're gonna have to dig our road up, fix it. We're gonna have too much invested in to do that. So the Alabama Department of Transportation actually has a mechanism where we can actually help the cities finance this improvement because, it's not something that they plan to do, and it's called a reimbursable utility agreement. And I recommend that we enter into a reimbursable utility agreement with the city of Hamilton and with the state in regards to helping them finance that relocation. It's $147,000. And it would come out of our federal allocation of money, is how it would be paid for. And then the gas companies, it wasn't near as much. It was,
So we would get
it was
that many.
They
They come out of our 500,000.
That's correct. It would come out of our 500,000. But,
How many years is that project gonna take to pay off?
well, we're in the preliminary design stage right now, and, you know, we don't have an exact estimate, but we would use our federal aid money, our normal federal aid allocation is what we would use to fund it.
So it's gonna cost us, it's gonna cost the county that much money.
Well, it'll come out of our
We
federal
won't
aid
get
money,
it,
yeah,
so
that's right, it'll come out of our
Well,
money.
what's the difference in the county moved this water over on 95? They didn't ask us for any money.
They got paid under the storm damage. They were paid under the storm damage. They got, the Marion County Public Water Authority was paid 100% for that reimbursement. They reimbursed for that relocation.
Well, the lines of that change.
You know, and listen, large utilities aren't normally eligible for this, like Alabama Power, Southern Company, you know, some of those larger companies, this program is not available for them because they're so large that it doesn't really affect their overall budget. But a small utility, it has a larger impact on them, and quite frankly, they may not be able to afford to do it otherwise, and, you know, we need the project done. It's an important road for us, and I know Commissioner Jackson's not here.
Well, it's not gonna be exactly fun for us to fund it.
Yeah, well, you know, and that's, you know, it's, Commissioner Jackson's not here and it's in his district. I know this is a project that he's really been pushing for and wants to get done. And hey, it's y'all's decision.
Yeah, you're right.
Where's the gas line you gotta move?
It's right in that area, and I've got some maps.
Oh, it's the same.
Yeah, it's in, both of them, and I've got some maps to show you the exact location of the lines if y'all want to see them. And I've got detailed estimates, and actually, these are estimates, and you're paid off the actual cost if y'all decide to do it. If you decide not to do it, you know, I don't know that.
But we're spending over $500,000 on relocating
Yeah.
somebody else's lines.
Yeah, and listen, this is,
That's what you're saying.
this is not a normal type thing. You know, we don't, of course, I've been doing this 33 years, and we have done reimbursable utility agreements before, not in this county, but in other counties. You know, you get a small utility like that, it's just, it's tough for them to do that. And I know it's, you know, we have an opportunity to take advantage of some of our federal monies, but, you know, that's up to y'all. I know without the utilities located, I wouldn't recommend doing the project.
Y'all want to put this on hold for the next meeting?
Yeah.
Study it over some?
We'll just table the issue.
How soon would you need to know this, Mike?
When are you gonna plan on starting 29?
Well,
If you get this
it's
through.
probably going, actually, they'll have to get all the utilities relocated, so there'll be a time frame that, next summer is what we're typically shooting for, you know.
So we'll
Another
meet
motion,
again next.
they do.
We'll table that issue. The other thing is, we, on our county annual bids, we put a provision in there where if both parties agree that we could extend the bid on the same terms and conditions. And I've got some companies that have agreed to do that. And I guess, Scott, we would need to go ahead and adopt it on our end as well. Ozark Striping, I recommend that we extend the bid with them on our striping, Ozark Striping Company. Let's see what else we got here.
The fuel bid was Fowler.
Fuel bid was Fowler, yes, sir, that one as well, Hamilton Petroleum. And then, traffic sign bid with James Watson out of Jacksonville, Alabama. I recommend that we agreed to extend the bid, they've agreed to do that, and that we would go into the same terms and conditions that we currently have pricing.
Do we need to do one individually on all three of these, Brooke, or?
What about the competitors? Will they, they don't get the
They should have bid lower, and they would have got the bid.
You said extended though, is the bid not out?
No, we don't send them out if we extend it.
No,
We won't accept any additional bids. But,
Why don't we accept? I don't.
well, because we're extending last year's bid.
Well, I know that.
So, I mean, once we agree to do that, then we would not accept any other bid because we've agreed to the same terms and conditions of the current bid.
But that might be a better bid out there though. if-
Well, there could be. Typically, prices go up each year. I mean, inflation and things and, and of course, the thing about the fuel bid, it's actually tied to the fuel index anyway. You know, so that's not gonna affect us in regards to that.
Usually need anyway.
I'm using all I need.
Well, and listen,
Not very much.
we've been fortunate that we've had good vendors that have provided good service and, we don't always have that,
I thought each year you had to send out bids to allow people.
You can actually, if you put it in the original bid, you can extend it for an additional year under the same terms and conditions.
Suits me. I'll make a motion.
As long as it,
Extend the fuel bill.
not illegal. You going to jail for us sometimes?
I don't
I
mind
had
going
over-
over you or me or anybody.
I had over 5 gallons.
I don't plan on going to jail. Of course, I bet nobody did plan on going that went.
Okay, you made the motion to extend the bid on which
On
one,
the
Fowler?
Ballard, yeah.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
They're still metering it off, ain't they?
There's still one meter.
Yeah,
just
that's
like
right,
they
the
did.
meter in the
I'll
truck.
make a bid to extend the Ozark stripping. Stripping.
Do I have a second?
Oh, make a second.
All in favor?
Uh,
All right, what was that other
We
one?
need one on the post and signs or post.
No, what was the other one? Traffic, fuel,
Post with it.
Traffic signs.
traffic sign.
James Watson.
I think that was all of them.
3 of them.
You done with 2 though, haven't you?
That's all.
I gave these for y'all, and y'all didn't have to do them both. I guess that was all of them. Trying to see. That's all I got, Mr. Chairman.
We like the one with the signs, don't we?
Yeah.
Okay, I did not thought y'all done that.
No,
Traffic
we
signs.
did,
Traffic signs.
Do I have a
We
motion?
move on traffic
I'll
signs.
make
or-
it.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion for the traffic signs.
Second?
No, I did the fuel and body.
Yeah, second.
Okay. All in favor? Aye.
I did the fuel and body.
And as a matter of information, if you get a chance, ride down to our airport. It's really looking nice. We basically completed our runway rehabilitation project, and we've gotten the road resurfaced.
The last item here, how much is this gonna cost to smooth the gas?
It was 22,000.
You was as bad.
This is along with what we're gonna table on the other utilities.
Yeah, both reimbursable utility agreements, y'all agreed to table.
Okay, Mike.
Thank y'all.
Did you bring me those?
Yeah, they were already up here. They're somewhere.
Is this it right here?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, what else did you want? That's got the specs, the engine, the components,
So,
Well,
horsepower.
that wasn't
Wait,
that
what was
40
there?
tractor.
Scott, you have anything?
It's
anybody else?
that model number, Jerry.
7230.
There's a
Okay.
newer version and an
I'll
older
make a
version.
motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Yeah.
Aye.
But you're,
Then Roger.